Hello all, welcome to my channel, Attorney Andrea. And today we are going to talk about how you can become an attorney without going to law school, aka the non-traditional route. So we are continuing right along with our journey to becoming an attorney. And I'm really excited about today's topic because we are going to talk about someone who is actually in the process of taking the non-traditional route to becoming an attorney. Now, some of you love her and others don't love her as much, but we all know her name and we all have to admit that she knows how to make an entrance. I'm talking about the one and only Kim Kardashian. So we all know Kim always makes headlines, but a couple of years ago, she made headlines when she announced that she was studying to become a lawyer in California without going to law school. Then more recently, she made headlines when she announced that she didn't pass the baby bar exam. Then made headlines again when she didn't pass for the second time. And sadly again when she didn't pass on her third attempt. Now normally, California only allows test takers to take the baby bar up to 3 times. But Kim's third attempt happened to be in 2020, the year of COVID. So we all know 2020 was a very unique and trying year for many. So the bar examiners gave test takers that year an opportunity to retake the exam another time. Now luckily, Kim did pass on her 4th attempt, so she could continue her journey to becoming an attorney in California through what's known as the Law Office Study Program. I've gotten a lot of questions about what the non-traditional route to becoming an attorney actually is. And today I'm gonna try to answer your questions and break down exactly what Kim is doing to get her license to practice law in California. Now I'll start by saying I am very, very glad that some states do offer an alternative method to getting licensed. Because the fact is that for some of us, law school just might not fit into the plan. But luckily, there is another way to get to that same exact finish line. If you happen to live in one of the few states that offer non-traditional ways for sitting for the bar exam. Let me start by explaining what a non-traditional route to practicing law actually is. So a non-traditional route simply means that you didn't graduate from or go to a law school or an accredited law school in order to register and take that state's bar exam. But there are a handful of states that offer these alternative programs. They all have slightly different names, but the states include California, Virginia, Vermont, Washington, as well as New York, Maine, and Wyoming. But for New York, Maine, and Wyoming, they do actually require a bit of law school in order to sit for the bar. And all the states require a lengthy apprenticeship before you can sit for that state's bar exam. So California's program, the one that Kim Kardashian is in, I think she's still in it, is known as the Law Office Study Program. So this program allows participants to sit for the bar exam after completing 4 years of study under the supervision of a state's judge or an attorney of that state. So during those 4 years, the applicant has to sit in that attorney's office for a minimum of 18 hours per week. And this has to be done in 4 continuous years. So you can't do 2 years and take a break and come back and do your other 2. It has to be 4 continuous years. So during that time, applicants are required also to take and pass the baby bar exam, known as California's first year law student examination if you live in California. And you also have to get a positive moral character determination by the bar. Then you also have to pass the NPRE, which is basically an ethics exam. And finally, you have to sit and take and pass that state's bar exam. So this might sound easier than going to law school for 3 years, but it's not. It does take some time, and Kim will still have to sit for the California bar exam, which you may or may not know has the lowest pass rate in the country. Basically, it's one of the hardest exams to pass. And you still have to take the bar exam even after taking and passing the baby bar exam. But there's good news for those of you who don't want to practice in California. You don't have to worry about taking the baby bar exam because California is actually the only state that has that requirement as part of their non-traditional route. Now, we're not talking about the real bar exam today, but we're gonna get to that on this channel when it gets closer to the bar time, which is July and February. I did pass it on my first try, so in the future, we're gonna talk about the steps I took that I think made all the difference, but we'll get there. Have patience, wait, meditate, we'll get there. Now, getting back to the law office study program, or the non-traditional route. If you do happen to live in one of the states that offer this type of program, you may want to consider it as an alternative to going the traditional law school route. Some of the pros are the cost. So we all know law school is expensive, okay? And it's getting more and more expensive. So you can save a ton of money by going this route. And it's a great way to network. That's definitely a perk. Networking is huge in the field of law, so it's not a bad thing to consider. After working that long under someone, you may have an easy way for you to meet attorneys, judges, and potentially just have a job to stay in the same office if you want. Nothing wrong with that. It's hard out here sometimes. So there you have it, what a non-traditional route to becoming an attorney looks like and how Kim Kardashian is doing it right here in California. So until next time, please don't be afraid to subscribe. Just more knowledge ahead on your journey. If you learned something that you liked, hit that like button and comment with your questions, concerns, and topics that you would like to see me cover on this channel. Last but not least, follow me on IG, Attorney Andrea. Follow me on TikTok, attorney.andrea, and see you next time. Thank you for watching.